Hello. We will briefly talk about how we can copy out the coordinates of a MacMolPlt document and use them in a new input file. So I've constructed butane over here. This one's maybe an anti type of form. It's not a perfect anti, but this will be a good starting structure for our system. To copy the coordinates, I'm going to go up to our Edit menu. You can see several different options. So copy will copy a picture, which is great if you're wanting to turn this in as a report or a journal article. Copy coordinates, on the other hand, will give us those coordinates that we need for running our input file. Copy NW chem coordinates would copy the coordinates without the atomic numbers. We actually will need the atomic numbers for games coordinates. So what we're going to want to do is choose the copy coordinates option. Now, when we do hit copy coordinates, we want to make sure that all of the atoms are either not selected or all selected. If you select just one atom, you can kind of see maybe that you have a little bit of grayed out, then you'll only be copying the coordinate for one atom. So do click somewhere outside of the molecule and then go up to Edit, Copy Coordinates. So that should be the same regardless of whether or not you've got a PC or Mac. Going over to a terminal window or a PuTTY window, if we then have our, say, butane directory, we've got an input file. I'm going to go ahead and copy this butane.input. I use the tab as a little shortcut to fill in the rest of the file name. I'm going to copy that into a new file. I'll call it structure1. So I've got a new input file as well as my original input file. So this is our input file that we're dealing with in this exercise. To insert coordinates, we can either insert first or delete first. Let's go ahead and delete first. So one option you can use with VI is DD. It'll delete a single line. Alternatively, you can delete several lines at once. So for example, D10D would delete 10 lines. D3D deletes another 3 lines. Okay. I'm currently still in command mode, so I need to get into insert mode. So for example, little o, I, a, capital O. Again, those are some of those useful VI commands that you can use to get into insert mode. We can see insert mode at the bottom of my screen. At that point, we're able to paste coordinates in. So on a Mac, I can use the flower V. Now, one thing that we'll notice is that when I do paste this in, I have an extra line down here, a blank line at the bottom. I need to get rid of that. So I've escaped, and I'm going to hit DD, get rid of that extra line, otherwise it will throw off our log files. Okay, so I've gone ahead and I've pasted them. On a PC, you'd want to use a right click rather than the Command V shortcut. But otherwise it should work out fine. All right, well, happy computing.